So I'll start by saying that this list here is probably one of the hardest ones I've ever had to make. I mean, sure, you can buy a reliable luxury car, but for under $5,000? I mean, that's just pushing it. But I did try my hardest, so please, cut me some slack. Oh, and I decided to include 2 European cars in this video, so make sure and watch the whole videos and feel free to blow me up in the comment section afterwards. What's up guys, if you're new here, I'm Christian and this is Vehicle Virals. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for more automotive content. Now, let's get started. The first car is a 2003 to 2007 Infiniti G35. This is the car that was originally presented as an affordable alternative to the BMW 3 Series at the time. In fact, this model here was responsible for turning the Infiniti's brand around after not really having the hottest start in 1989 when it first introduced the models like the Q45 and the M30. While yes, Infiniti is Nissan's luxury brand, I wouldn't say the G35 is a true luxury car. Surely it has enough features to make it a luxury car, but it has its fair share of sportiness, which can be good for those looking for a fun car. It's essentially an upscale 350Z with back seats. It's rear wheel drive, it has a sports tuned suspension, and in my opinion, a surprisingly good exhaust note. Not too loud, not too quiet. You be the judge. Also, this is the quickest luxury car on the list thanks to its 3.5 liter V6 engine that produces 298 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque for the manual transmission version. Performance numbers take a small dip if you opt in for the automatic version. Fun fact, the Infiniti G35 had class-leading horsepower at the time. Overall interior quality is acceptable and wasn't too impressive at the time for the earlier models, but in 2005 Infiniti updated the G35's panels and materials adding aluminum and wood. If you want a nicer interior, go for the 2005 to 2007 version. Oh, and let me throw this in. You get 2 glove boxes and a trunk pass-through in all models. Never really knew the need of a small pass-through, but oh well, it's there. I was able to find the G35 for $3,900 with less than 140,000 miles on it. The next car is a 3rd generation Lincoln Town Car. This is a big American limousine-like road car with a long hood, a soft ride, and huge trunk and superb reliability. Definitely doesn't carry the style and everyone will go crazy for, but honestly after taking a ride in one, you'll realize that this is what a luxury car should be. It's also the only car on the list that carries a V8 engine. It's a 4.6 liter that produces 239 horsepower and 287 pound-feet of torque. Definitely not the most powerful V8 in the world, but you do get some decent gas mileage, 17 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon in the highway. And get this, it's a rear-wheel drive car, which means you can have a little bit of fun with it. Practicality in this car is a major win. Lots of room, it can hold up to 6 passengers, and has a deep trunk that can carry several golf clubs or even several bodies. The driving experience is what you expect from a vehicle such as the Town Car. The cabin is extremely quiet with minimal wind and road noise, unless of course you floor it. Not only does the Town Car look classy, it's comfortable, it's practical, and it is very safe as well thanks to its body-on-frame design. In fact, the Town Car was the first passenger car to receive 5-star government safety ratings in all 5 categories. That said, for those that prefer a car that rides marshmallow soft with great practicality and high safety ratings, then look no further. You can easily find a Lincoln Town Car for as low as $2,500 with less than 100,000 miles on them. The third car on the list is a 1999 to 2002 Lexus GS300, also known as a Toyota Abristo in Japan. It was known for having a good blend of luxury and sport, leaning more towards the luxury side. It favors a smooth ride over a sporty ride, making it great for passengers. For some, the exterior might not be too exciting, but you gotta admit, it's definitely not lacking character. Apparently, the 4-eye headlights was inspired by the Lexus SC300, but let's be honest, it resembles more of the competitor's headlights at the time. Mercedes. The GS350 carries a 3-liter V6 engine that produces 220 horsepower and 220 pound-feet of torque. It's actually the same engine used in the MK4 Toyota Supra, an engine that is very popular for its tuning potential. You get decent gas mileage, 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per hour on the highway. Unlike the Supra, you don't get an option for a manual gearbox, but what you do get are shifter buttons located on the steering wheel for somewhat of a sporty experience. When it comes to interior, you get a cockpit that's good for all sizes, soft comfortable leather seats, some unique features like a clean designed glazed cluster that becomes visible when the car turns on, and a card holder compartment. It's actually the first time I've ever seen a dedicated card holder in the car. You can find a GS300 for as low as $3,000 with around 120,000 miles on it to 180,000 miles on it, but honestly, mileage shouldn't be an issue. These cars, I've seen them last for over 300,000 miles with no major issues. The fourth car on the list is a 2003 Mercedes E320, and yes, a Mercedes has made my list for reliable luxury cars. Time to let the hate comments flow in. Believe it or not, the E320 is one of the most reliable Mercedes cars ever built. Sure, if the car breaks down, it won't necessarily be cheap to repair due to the obvious. It's a German vehicle. But as far as dependability goes, this car is pretty much bulletproof. At the time, the E-Class was known as the staple of Mercedes-Benz lineup. In fact, it was the company's best-selling line worldwide as well. When it comes to the exterior, in my opinion, this is a timeless design. Still looks classy, and it carries the iconic four eyes face that first came to life in the 1996 E-Class. The interior offers a bunch of features that came standard, like the 12-way power and heated seats, a sunroof, dual-side climate control, and an over-engineered cup holder. Moving on to the performance, you get a 3.2-liter V6 engine that produces 221 horsepower and 231 pound-feet of torque. Just enough power to get you out of sticky situations. If you're looking for a mid-sized luxury sedan that offers a combination of safety, luxury, practicality, sportiness, and of course status for less than $5,000, then this is a solid pick. Just make sure to maintain it on a regular basis to avoid potential money pit situations. Simply put, don't buy a Mercedes if you can't afford to treat it like one. I was able to find several Mercedes E320 for just under $5,000 with around 100,000 miles on them. The fifth and final car on the list is a 2004 to 2007 Volvo S40. This was the model that decided to move away from the angular squarish look that Volvos were all known for. The S40 was built with a collaboration with both Ford and Mazda on the CL platform, sharing engineering from both the Mazda 3 and the Ford Focus. This is a car that has outstanding safety. I mean, it's Volvo after all. Also, the S40 really doesn't have a reputation for powerful performance. Honestly, in my opinion, it's quite mediocre. But on the flip side, you do get better gas mileage than the other cars on this list. 19 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon in the highway. It carries an inline 5 that only produces 168 horsepower, making it the slowest car on this list. Hold up, an inline 5? Seriously? Anyways, the S40 appears to be a small sized car, pretty much the same size as the Honda Civic, but surprisingly it carries plenty of room inside for all size passengers and cargo. The interior is simple yet classy. The dashboard has a waterfall style that kinda looks like it was poured into place. Just like the Mercedes, parts for the car won't come cheap. But if you manage to find one with good condition with good maintenance history, this is a car that would be reliable for years to come. And you can find them for under $5,000 with less than 100,000 miles on them. Not too bad. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more automotive content. As hard as this list was to make, maybe I left an option on, and if I did, make sure and comment below, let me know what that is. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.